Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Amirah Duma Zahir, a degree student majoring in chemical science with management. In this era of technology, we have many issues that cause problems among teenagers, such as the issue of social media abuse, which is bad for teenagers. In other words, the disadvantages of social media for teenagers. I want to share with you all about this problem. What are the disadvantages of social media for teenagers? Why is everyone always debating these issues? Everything I'm going to unravel today. I hope you all will stay focused with my presentation. Social media is an internet-based form of communication. Social media is a platform to allow users to share information, create content, to have a conversation and anything else. There are many forms of social media, for example like blog, photo and video sharing site like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, social networking sites, instant messaging like WhatsApp, Telegram and video call and more. I know that social media is very important in this day and age, but the use of social media needs to be controlled so as not to pass something bad and bring a burden to users. I'm so sure that this topic is hovering in your mind and it's a question of what are the disadvantages of social media to teens if they abuse it. So based on my topic, disadvantages of social media can cause cyberbullying, the spread of fake news, and anything else. Firstly, disadvantages of social media can cause cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is the use of social media to share embarrassing, hostile information to specific users. Among the major effects of social media, cyberbullying is a crime that has become common in recent times. Victims of cyberbullying often end up with a psychological problem like depression, anxiety, stress, and loneliness. Anxiety is known as a natural response to stress. It's a feeling of fear or apprehension about what's to come. Then they become disinterested in learning and lack focus in their studies because they want to be alone as a result of trauma and cyberbullying they experience. Cyberbullying can occur on many platforms such as chatting section, for example on WhatsApp, Telegram and so on. Sometimes writing there can upset a person, which can cause trauma and otherwise. The ways to manage the effect of cyberbullying is informed on what drives teens to seek social media attention, looking for information about what makes them so obsessed with social media that it causes bad things to happen to them. In addition, parents need to establish excellent communication with their teenage children to prevent them from continuing to feel depressed and stressed by this cyberbullying and try to advise them to reduce the use of social media. In general, cyberbullying is the disadvantages of social media to teenagers and affects the mental health and mind of adolescents if not prevented earlier. Secondly, disadvantages of social media for teenagers is spreading fake news. Fake news is false or misleading information presented as news. Fake news often has the aim of damaging the reputation of a person or entity. Nowadays, fake news spread very fast because today is the age of internet, which is easy to find just at the tip of finger. Individuals often create false social media posts and share them by spreading the fake news on groups and other platforms. Almost anybody can create fake news on trending topics and post the fake news on different social media and platforms without any verification. According to study from MIT study, fake news spreads 6 times on Twitter than truth. The spread of fake news is regularly spread through several social media platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, especially Facebook, WhatsApp, and Twitter. This is because people nowadays are too quick to share news and don't know if it's right or wrong. This is very dangerous for teenagers, especially students, for them to find authentic information, make a thesis, and so on. So this will cause students to fail, to fall into error, and cause them to get less marks in each of their assignment also. So this is the way for teenagers to prevent information from being taken from fake news. Firstly, check the author who wrote the article. For example, like who is the author and where does the item come from. Check individuals, companies, or institution to see where their biases, personal tendencies, and what are their qualifications to make them an expert on the topic. Secondly, check the timelines, like when the information first published. Is the content you are viewing is up to date, or is it website update regularly? The spread of fake news is very easy to spread nowadays. As savvy social media users, we need to think first before spreading it to others to avoid information and affect the mental health of the public, especially teenagers. In conclusion, if a teenager is addicted to social media, it is our responsibility to talk about social media detox. Social media detox is necessary for getting rid of social media and improving our mental health. But how to measure addiction? There are some signs for taking a break from social media. For example, scrolling screen for hours, obsessed about likes, feeling depressed, and anything else. Teenagers will know and will learn about the disadvantages of social media in their group if they are too obsessed with social media. So several ways to avoid the disadvantages of social media among teenagers is to be mindful of social media habits. Secondly, set a limit on the amount of the time you spend on your social media. Thirdly, to know when it's time to stop scrolling and use the social media to connect with people who inspire you, share similar interests, and provide a sense of belonging. That's all from me, so thank you.